Hello, people. How you doing today? I got the mic close to me today, just in case. Danny's been yelling at me. He told me that if I don't get the mic close to my face, he's going to shove it up my ass. But anyway, Danny, how you doing today?
Good, Lee. What's up, pal?
Oh, not much. I'm just looking forward to having a nice, fun show today. We're going to make fun of a couple people, and we're going to discuss mob stuff. Um, I'm going to drop the link in about 30 minutes, and whoever wants to, maybe before that, whoever wants to jump up, Tommy Stiggs, if you're still here, you're welcome to jump up. If you're going to jump up, though, you got to show your face, or if you have just a, uh, if you have just a, like that, one of those things, I got to know who you are. Okay, so let's go over this and see who's here. David Cameron, I don't think he's here. He just stopped by and said hi. The Truth, he may not be here, but he stopped by to say hi. Stephen Marinello, Tommy Stiggs, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Corona 125C, Jason B, Billy Billups, Johnny Bracol. Hey, Danny, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All I see is that dog.
I got an avatar. I don't want nobody to know what I look like.
Okay, we all know you're handsome already, Danny. You can show your face. Okay, Miss Can't Be Wrong. We said Antonio. Danny Trio's here. There's a Danny Trio out in the chat room, and he has a wrench. So I'm gonna have to take his wrench away. Fertilizer, what are you doing, my man? Sofa King, we taught it. Let's see who else. Mr. H, Joey Electric, Don Vito, good to see you here. Always good to see Don Vito here. RPMJ, good to see you. Ben Diova, that is a prison name. But anyway, Ben Diova, how you doing? We're going to let a few more people get in here. It's Sunday. We don't know what we're going to get, but we're not here about that. This is a fun show. Danny, do you feel like having some fun today?
Yeah, I think so. Everybody else is having fun at our expense. So
can you do me a favor?
We share the wealth.
Can you do me a favor, though? Can you give everybody a smile? Okay, there he is. He does smile, people. He does smile. And you start. So John Wolf's not here, but I'm actually going to play something that John Wolf made. Can you believe that, Danny?
I'm surprised, but I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I said, what the hell? Because it was funny. If someone puts a funny video up, they deserve to have it played. So before I play this video, I'm just going to tell you ahead of time that please go to John Wolf's show, sign up, subscribe to him. I can't believe I'm saying that. That guy pisses me off so bad. He's like that brother that pisses you off. But anyway, Gunsmoke, and I'm going to hit on Gunsmoke too. Gunsmoke did something. And Gunsmoke, I'm going to call you out on it on this show today. And then we're going to talk some mob stuff, whatever comes to mind. If you guys have a mob question in there you want to ask, we'll be more than glad to listen. Cherry Hobbs, how you doing? I don't remember seeing you, Cherry, but how you doing, Cherry? Good to see you here. Peter Martino, you just jumped in. Buck Hockey. Now that's a good name, Buck Hockey. Okay, let's see if I'm in it. Addy Teacher. Addy Teacher. Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't miss Charlie Stein. How you doing? It's always good to see you. Okay. So first, I'm going to show you. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I'm going to call out. I got to call out Gunsmoke. So Gunsmoke, are you ready for this? Gunsmoke has been nice enough. He's been sending us. He makes good stuff. Danny, he has talent, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely.
But he shows favoritism.
Yep. He likes me better than you.
I think so. I think he likes you better than me. And I got evidence of that.
Put it up.
What is it? He's in love with you and Jimmy Calandra. What the hell's up with this guy? He picks and chooses who he likes. And then he busts everybody else's chops like mine. And he does it subtle. So, okay. So let me show you what he did, people. He made this and sent this to me, and he thinks I'm supposed to use it. What's wrong with my fucking eye in this? Gunsmoke. Do I have like one really big eye and one tiny eye? And look, you give Danny a shotgun, a leather jacket, you make him look tough, and me, make me look like one of those special ed people.
You look like one of them little beluga whales.
Oh, a beluga whale. Do you think that's what he was thinking when he put that up? I was a beluga whale. So, Gunsmoke, answer yourself. Why would you make me cockeye? Okay? There's only one person that I really know on these channels that like cock in their eye, and he lives in a tent. But you make me look cockeye. So, do you guys think that Gunsmoke sent that to me because he really can't stand me and he's just busting my balls? That's how the app worked. So, dude, what kind of app do you have? Do you have like an app that has big eye, like it makes one big eye and one small one? That's how the app works. God, that's the last time I ever pay that guy money to do work for me. No more money for me, dude. And it has me wearing makeup. And I got no wrinkles on my face. And look, Danny looks like a badass. It's embarrassing. But anyway, I want to show you some other work that Gunsmoke also made. This one. That one I can live with. And he made that one. But look at that. It's my hat, my hair sticking out of my hat right there. That's a regular hat. Okay, let's talk about two people that passed away they were very significant in the mob world. And they were actors, pretty much. First, we're going to talk about James Caan. James Caan passed away this week. And as people know, James Caan was Sonny on The Godfather. How did you like that role of Sonny on The Godfather, Danny?
I liked it. It was I liked it.
Danny's holding something back, people. I don't think he likes James Caan. But anyway,
I like the role he was in.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that was a great role. And he passed away. And as you know, he played The Godfather. He played some other great movies. His son's an actor, pretty successful actor. And just rest in peace, James Caan. And also, of course, I put up a video, and it's at 3,000 views. It was a 1-minute video. It was a short. And I just like to thank people that have hit that. It has lots of likes and everything. But also, we're talking about Tony Sirico, a.k.a. Paulie Walnuts. And he was 79 years old when he passed, but he had a rough last couple of years, especially the last year. He didn't know where he was. And Danny, did you say that you mentioned something about someone who went to see him or something? Was that you?
Yeah, he was. I don't know if he had dementia, Alzheimer's, or whatever, but he was. This last year really took a toll on him, and he wasn't the guy that everybody sees on TV anymore. He was pretty rough, and unfortunately, he succumbed to his illness. And but you have to remember the good parts about him. He was a great guy. I had an opportunity to hear some really good stories from my friend Oliver about him on 20th Avenue and 86th Street. And, rest in peace to Mr. Sirico. He was definitely a guy that did it his way. And kudos to him.
Well, before we go off of Mr. Sirico here, some people haven't heard this story, but let's tell them the Balls story.
My friend Oliver used to take numbers on 20th Avenue and 86th Street. He's since passed, and he was the brother of Michael Bellino, who was a Colombo crime family soldier and close to the Persicos. Anthony Sirico used to come to the Avenue all the time, and I used to hang out a little bit with the fellas on the corner. And there was a pastry shop on 20th Avenue, and he used to go there and get, all kinds of pastries and sit on the corner with the guys. And he was a regular guy. He went and sat on a milk crate, and he had shorts on and he had some fancy shoes on, and he sat down, and his whole nutsack came out. And one of the guys, commented and said, not for nothing, Tony, your balls are hanging out. What the fuck do you care? You don't like them? Don't look. So the reason I tell that story is because that's the way he was. He was a regular guy. Even though he was a millionaire, he didn't have any qualms about sitting on the corner and shooting shit with people. And it's the God's honest truth. People used to go by, beat their horn. They all used to hang out at the Dime Saving Bank, which was right on the corner. And, he to his credit, even though he was a guy that made his own way, he didn't think anything about hanging on the corner with guys and just shooting the shit.
And I could picture him just like Paulie. Paulie would say the same thing. What do you care about him?
It was just, who would ever think that a guy of his caliber, and in the situation that he was in as far as his notoriety, would hang out on a corner with his nuts hanging out.
And the funny thing, it's probably one of the greatest character actor roles ever played, Paulie Walnuts.
Oh, sure. And, to his credit, that's the way he was. He wasn't portraying Paulie Walnuts. He was portraying himself because that's how he was.
Yeah. And that's why, and when you think about it, the guy was a suspect in one murder, and then they thought he may have been a suspect in the second murder. I mean, no one knows what he did on the streets when he was a badass. He was a gangster. I mean, plain and simple, he was a gangster.
Absolutely.
And he threatened somebody one time at a club, and he said to him, "I could do to you what I did to so and so." So it's like he was a real gangster, people. That's why he played Paulie Walnuts to the T, because what you see in Paulie, he literally took that out of the streets of what he was and put it into that character. So you couldn't have made it any better than that. Okay. Let's read some of these comments before we get to the video. A little short video I'm going to show. Breaking news by John Wolf. Breaking news by John Wolf, people. You got to see it. John Wolf, I'm giving you a big ass plug today. So if you mess with me, John Wolf, I'll never plug you again. Okay, let's see. Tony Sirico was a tremendous character. Loved them all. We'll miss him. Yeah, and think about The Sopranos. The two greatest characters on that show are gone. Those two guys were the center of the show, and probably the wife. Would you say that it was the center of the show, those characters?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a lot of guys maybe couldn't understand where Sirico was coming from, but if you're from New York, the mannerisms and the way he talked, you would have to really relate.
And I got to ask you a question. Do you remember your first blowjob?
Do I remember my first blow? Yeah, I do.
What was the guy's name? That was a Paulie joke. Paulie said that in The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a great joke, So that's what Paulie gave us. Paulie's one-liners were like off the chart. Some of the best one-liners ever. Okay, I'm sorry, I got you on that, didn't I, Danny? You let me get you on a Sirico joke.
Yeah, you sure did.
Okay, and listen, he's and
now
here he is. Yeah, I remember my first
shit out of you.
Okay, let's read some more of these before we get going. Today's your show, guys, so we're just gonna. And my friend, a guy's a scumbag. He did the same with Frank Catullo as well. I don't know who you're talking about there. Sorry, sometimes I come on these. That was fucking funny, Lee. I appreciate that. Don't tell me that's a Paulie Walnut joke. Paulie Walnut, yeah. Okay. Get him, Lee. I should get you for that picture once again. That picture.
We're going to call you Popeye Lee Cole.
Yeah. Get him. Look what you did to my eye, dude. You told me to get him. And he wants me to use this. Like he wants me to put this up as the main picture for our show. Making me look all goofy and shit. Yeah, I seen Tony Sirico was an associate with Jimmy Green Eyes Clemenza. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, he's talking about a Colombo guy.
Did you know him?
No, I don't know anybody.
Come on, people want to know whether you knew something.
I don't know him. Tony
on.
Pizza might know him.
Tony Pizza. Tony Pizza knows
Yeah.
everybody. Hey, did you guys see last night Tony Pizza? So he goes into a store, he goes into a restaurant last night and he orders lobster. His dinner comes to $43. And then he says, well, I made $300 this morning and $200 tonight. So he literally made $500 yesterday. And then he goes and gets a $43 lobster. Do you believe this stuff when you hear this, when you see this stuff at all?
Listen, I don't want to get too much into this fucking fag, but I'm gonna say this. He threatened me, so he says I have a shit bag and I'm Puerto Rican. So if you know all this stuff about me, I don't know why you just don't come see me. You ran from my nephew. You never stood on the corner like you're a tough guy, but you said the police precinct was right down the block. So you're a fucking rat. And you're a scumbag. You're a skell. And you couldn't beat up a fucking kitten. So you can keep putting up your little memes because you're going to be got soon. So you can bank on that. He's going to get got.
It's going to be a God. What's God? I don't know what God is.
He's going to get you'll see. We want
okay,
an
no, I don't want to see. I don't want to see.
So for all the stuff that you talk, like you're a killer, and we just want to get your autograph. That's all we want to get. And we're going to get it real soon. Bank on it. And
here's another guy that would love to get Tony's autograph, Jimmy Calandra. Tony Sirico was always in the neighborhood. He was a neighborhood guy. He fell into acting after doing a bid. Yep. Tony was always in and out of John.
Yeah, on Bay Parkway.
On Bay Parkway. Yep. And that's the amazing thing about these guys like you from Brooklyn, Jimmy from Brooklyn, many people from Brooklyn. You guys know all the spots. You guys remember all the spots. And all those spots are gone now, aren't they, Danny?
Well, I think all the guys are gone. You know what I mean? There's nothing left anymore. So.
Yeah. Well, that's one reason I don't have no desire to go back to New York because nothing's the same anymore.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Sure. Lee Gunsmoke effed up your eye, but cleaned up your beard. Joey Melrose. Good one. Good one.
Hello. Hello.
Man in the basement. Danny, I thought you didn't talk to rats. Did you see him talking to a rat?
What do you want?
I don't get it.
Hey, Shad, what's up?
And people, you got to understand one thing. There's certain levels of rats. You got your rats that don't give a shit, the sleazy rats like John A. Light, real nasty people that pretend that they mean something in the world. They mean absolutely nothing. That's John A. Light. Then you got people that actually testified. I have trouble calling them rats. They gave testimony. And they're trying to clean up their life. It's that simple. Some people don't want to hear that shit. But, the man in the basement closet, I would ask you this question. What would you do if the feds had you sitting down and you were looking at 50 years? Think about it. Oh, look at this one. Danny's a clown, thinks he's a tough guy. FS heart attack waiting to happen. Oh, okay. So let those people, let him through because Liam McGuigan, whatever his name, and look at him. He looks like a goofy little bastard. Is that you? Is that you? Look at, guys, look at his little, oh my God. He talks about people. Look at him. He looks like a little goofy bastard, doesn't he? Okay, let's see. Common Sense. He thought he was famous from Netflix. Cannot wait to see him on World Star. Right? Common sense. That's exactly where he's going to end up. Dave, MobTube is funny. FBA, hate to see how now loves Jimmy C and goes on Lee Cole rampage. And now comments, laugh aloud. Gunsmoke mocks Lee, now writes for him. Now one big happy family. Hey, okay, Dave. Okay, Dave, let me ask you a question. Good point. Good point you make. But Angel never liked Josie. Angel never liked Tony. They're actually talking positive about Tony Pizza, who has said some of the most ruthless, nasty, horrible things. So, Dave, you got to come here and tell us this. But, Dave, you used to be up my ass, and now you're not. So everybody, that's how life works. People go back and forth liking people. Just how life works. How many times have someone gotten their ass kicked in school by a certain guy, and then they become best friends? Happens all the time. We got some people in here that, let's see. I'm going to see. Okay. This is Liam McGuigan. Look, he's a goofy looking fuck, ain't he? Look at him. But anyway, you reading that?
Yeah, well, this guy's he's obviously a fucking cocksucker. Look at him. He looks like he sucks cocks for a living. So he could say what the fuck he wants. He's another clown. And it is what it is. He looks like a fucking tip of an eraser. Look at him.
Okay. And Liam, I'm going to drop the link. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop the link right now. So you guys talk a good game, but do you have the balls to come up here? You'll be respected more if you come up here and say it to our face. Okay? There's the link right there. You're a tough Irishman, right? So there it is right there. There's the link, Liam McGuigan. Why don't you come visit us? Okay. Okay. Oh, and that goes best to both. My dad grew up with Robert. He was a great actor, great character actor. Met him a few times, Sopranos, Scarface. Yeah, he played a great character on the and then Dave, this guy right here, Dave used to be in my chat, always kissing my ass. He actually had a wrench, and now he doesn't like us anymore. Dave originally from Brooklyn. Do you think that Dave was probably born in Brooklyn and moved out when he was 5, 6 years old? Originally from Brooklyn. Excuse me, people. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Buck Hockey. Lee, can you do a Ric Flair strut and scream? Woo! No. Fuck no. That old man's still doing it. He's pushing 90 years old or 80 years old. He still does it. It's amazing. It's peak pub hours. Liam will be unintelligent. Exactly. Liam, the chances are that Liam is a alcoholic. And he's probably runs around with his little IRA tattoo, saying free the people, free the people. Love the show, fellas. I love Danny telling the trolls off. Funny as hell.
Thanks a lot, Chance.
We appreciate that. And you know what it is? We'll put up the trolls here. We will put the troll. You know what bothers these guys so much? I'm going to give you an example. Danny and I could take a couple of days off. You know why? Because I put up a video. I put up 2 1-minute videos, and they both got 3,000 views. One Friday, one Saturday. So what I like to say to these people that mock us and make fun, let's see you put up a 1-minute video and get 3,000 views. You want to do it? Lee, never turn on your no, actually the truth, I'm 60 to 70% Scottish. And then I think they banged some Irish chick. And that's my mother's side of the family. But anyway, I'm not turning on Irish people, but it's just like America, dude. If somebody talks shit about you, you stand up for yourself. It's that simple. Yep, Liam's just another clown, Joe Allen, that will not take the link. We see them on FBS's show all day long. They come in here, they talk tough, but they won't take the link. I respect the people that take the link and come up and say, hey, fuck you, go to hell. Right, Danny? If he came up here and called us names to our face, we'd have more respect for him, right?
I still wouldn't have respect for him because he looks like a. Anyway,
he looks
fuck
like
him.
He looks like he'd be sitting in.
It's easy to fucking talk shit when you're fucking 6,000 miles away. So
Lee got under the freak skin. Laugh out loud. Well, you got it. They're freaks. That's what they are. PJM. They're freaks. And we got 200 there. We're almost going to debut John Wolf's video that he made. So John Wolf, you're going to get some play today. You'll get a couple thousand people looking at your video that you had on your channel that will get 100 views. So listen, I'm doing you a favor, John. We're going to get your video out there, okay? And go to John Wolf, sub to his channel. Okay, here we go. We're going to put this guy up here. And remember when I said this guy will do anything for $1? You know, he'll go to a glory hole. He goes to truck stops. He'll dress up as a woman. If it means him getting money, he will do anything. So here we go, people. You ready for this? John Wolf, good work on this.
Does everybody agree with me apologizing? Victoria Young, how are you? Does everybody agree with me apologizing to these guys, or should I not? Let's take a vote. You got my vote. I knew there was something I liked about you. You know I'm single, by the way.
So there you see some homosexual tendencies there. I mean, Tony is broke. He is homeless. He is looking for a trick to get a hotel room and more lamb chop to cook. So you seen that. I mean, you actually seen that little exchange there. And being the seasoned street person that I am, I immediately recognized it. Let's look at it one more time.
Does everybody agree with me apologizing to these guys, or not? Let's take a vote. You got my vote.
You got my vote.
I knew there was something I liked about you.
Oh, you see that little homosexual.
You know I'm single, by the way.
You know, like Tony is looking for a date. He is looking for a lonely male who has a few.
turn your mic on.
That's me. Did you see the wrist?
Yeah.
You know, you don't do that with your wrist unless you got practice. Because you got to
Listen,
get something
he
go
has
like that.
tons of practice. The guy's a skell and a bottom feeder. And again, anybody that throws this street urchin money is a complete fucking moron.
I was just muted like that happens to SoFlo all the time. See, SoFlo, I'm muted now because of you. I'm going to put the link down here. If anybody wants to jump up, do it now or forever hold your peace. Even the haters are more than welcome to come up. Here's this. There it is. There it is. Okay, let's see. I was just eating. Tony generally puts me off my food. You do not want to look at Tony when he's eating, people. John, okay, I don't know. Mr. Can't be wrong. He does duck slips anytime. Okay. So, okay. here it is, people. You got the link out there. We want some good mob questions. We want you guys to remember this is your show. Don't be scared. You got some people out here. Gunsmoke, he won't come in because he didn't wax his bald spot, so he won't come up here. Let's see who else. I'm not sure if Tommy Stiggs is just here. Hey, everybody, let's wish Tommy Stiggs' mother the best. She's not feeling well. And so I know Tommy's a little bit concerned about that. Stanley Morgan, I can't see you, my man. Stanley Morgan. Hello. Sorry, Stanley. Have to get rid of you, Stanley. So anyway, Tommy Stiggs' mother's not feeling good. And, you know, Tommy's very close to his mom. You know, he does everything for his mom. He's a good man. And let's just wish his mother the best. Okay. Gunsmoke, who's famous for giving, who do you think he's talking about, Danny?
Tony the Skell.
And now we have more pictures of him dressed up as a woman at a club down in Fort Lauderdale. Remember those pictures I sent? The ones that just someone sent them to our email. So he dresses up for like a woman for money.
He's famously known for going into the bathroom and getting his cock to the fucking wall so somebody could suck it.
Okay, Tony, you want to play? We'll play with you too, Tony. But you like that, Tony. Hey, Tommy Stiggs. Tommy Stiggs, I dropped you the link. Why don't you come on up? I'm going to drop the link one more time for you, Tommy. You're more than welcome to come up. Let's BS a little bit. See how you're doing. Oh, pipe bomb Patty. Danny, try putting a feather in your underwear. Might loosen you up, make you smile more.
Yeah, with a face like that, you got more problems than I do.
He looks like
Look at this fucking flapjack.
Look how red he is. That's like, what do you think his blood pressure is?
Jesus, where do these fucking people come from?
Tony, if you wanted you could find a job. Jobs all over. I enjoy your show. I look early retired. Rick, you enjoy whose show? If you enjoy Tony's show, I don't know what to say, Rick. I feel bad.
No, I don't think he enjoys Tony's show. I think he likes ours, I think.
Oh, okay. I can understand that. Enjoy. Because Tony's show is nothing. Tony's show is an old man begging for money all day long. Talking about begging for money, I can't forget. Right there. There's my Cash App. Right there. And we got
Please,
a Venmo.
anybody out there that has a few dollars that wants to chip in and throw it in the kitty, because I know it pisses people off. So any kind of money you have, throw it our way. We appreciate it. And everybody that don't like what we do can go suck a dick.
Yeah, we heard that on another show the other day. Someone was saying, oh, let me see if I can imitate their voice. Oh, we never ask for money here. Everybody else does. I'm not going to tell you.
Why is it their business what we do? They should stay in their fucking lane.
Yeah, mind their business. You know, it's like you pick a fight, you know, you're going to get an answer back. That's what it comes down to.
Always worrying about what other people are doing.
Okay. Xavier, I like you because you're always bitching. You're like, you bring up everybody on, it's you and Danny's show, nobody else's, and you literally just brought Tony on. Now when did we bring Tony on here? What are you talking about, Xavier? Xavier.
Well, maybe Xavier, what kind of name is that? Maybe you should go sub to that fucking Homos channel and go suck his prick a little bit. Send him a few dollars, tickle his asshole, and you to be all happy.
We're giving him a show for tonight. You know that, right?
Listen, this guy, it's just a matter of time when the bow breaks.
Okay, PM Justice. Yeah, don't write anything about Jeff Canarsie. I'm not going to pull that up. Tommy Stiggs, my prayer. Tommy, prayers are with you and your family. Tony can suck a basketball through a hose pipe.
That's right.
Did you guys see when I was on SoFlows the other day, we did 2 hours of roasting Tony. And you know, we don't want to, but you know what's funny? Here's what's really, really funny.
You know
Yeah.
what's funny? Listen, Lee, I don't mean to cut you off. If he was any kind of a tough guy, he would just come see me, or anybody else for that matter, to resolve any issues he has. But obviously, he can't go any further. You know, sooner or later he's going to be up by the Canadian border. What's he going to do? Sleep with mooses? The guy's a cripple. He's a senile fuck. He's a fag. You know, so I don't know. But go ahead.
Okay, let's see. Tommy Stiggs, wishing your mom. We read that already. Sorry. I heard Pizza said John Gotti gave him a nickname. This guy is
Not only did he say that, he said John Gotti hugged him. What a fucking clown, boy! I tell you.
And now, I like it. Actually, this is one of the best things Jimmy said. Jimmy said, everybody send me $100 and I'll give half to Lee. Tony Pizza definitely is on the run. Oh, he ran out of New York. He ran out of New York. A minute he knew that somebody was at his spot. What did he do? He ran. And where is he right now? He's in Rockland, Maine. He ran to Rockland, Maine. Think about that. That's who this clown is. And the bigger clowns than him are the people that give him money. Because he takes your money and goes and eats lobster. Lee, you are getting all the money from the show. You should order Danny a mic from Amazon and send it to him as a thank you to Danny. Danny told me
He's stingy. Joey,
Yeah,
he's stingy. He don't want to part with nothing.
Okay, people, help me out. Send some money for Danny's mic. Okay. Last time I said that, I made $200. A common sense. Archaeologists have been searching for the missing link for decades and come up to find out they are here on YouTube the whole time. Oh, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you
You're
something.
not kidding.
We got people saying things like, I sat with homos, child molesters. That's okay. We have people that are willing to sell their soul and praise Tony Pizza. The same people that hated his guts have been praising him the last couple days. Can you imagine that, Danny? Someone like Tony Pizza, who's the most racist and says the most racist things going, is being praised by people he talked about horribly. What racist?
It's you know, it goes to the narrative. If they can get you, they're going to go through whatever means possible. And here they're going to platform a guy that calls women the N-word and other, CUNT word and everything else. So, it just goes to their character. They're going to have a guy like that and they're going to talk up for him. So, but then they have the audacity to talk about other people.
Or they'll say things like this. Let me see if I can get this right. I like to thank you. You really did good. I may interview you, Tony. I may interview you. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. John Gotti used to spoon feed him in the dumpster pancakes and eggs.
And then put him on his knee and burp him.
Yeah. Lee, you ran to where, Texas? Okay, dude, Southie in the house. I don't know what you mean by that, but if you want me to tell you where I am in Texas, I'm in the Amarillo area, about 30 miles from it. Is that good enough? I mean, I can't even remember the last time I ran. Maybe I walked fast. Maybe I took a car. I drove my car, maybe, but running, no. I don't do that running shit. It's not good for you. Oh, let me tell you something. Tony has called Angel Gotti the worst names like you can ever imagine. He has called her father horrible stuff, and he can be forgiven. Why? Because he's talking bad about FBS or myself. That's why. And you know what? I wasn't going to call her out, but I'm going to call her out today. Because we don't say nothing about her, but she brings us up. She said that we hang out, that we're in the room of FBS's room, despite he hates women and talks about women. Let me ask you a question then. I'm going to ask you this, Angel. You could do a show and answer this question. How come you won't condemn the things that have been said about his wife by Tony Pizza? How come you will say that he's doing a good job, he's your friend and stuff, but Tony Pizza has said the worst thing? And then you got this lying guy, this guy that came on, the fake jockey, radio disc jockey. He was fake. There was nothing real about him. Somebody put that together. And he said the most horrible things. And then we're supposed to be worried about what you think is horrible about you when you won't condemn those people? And they said horrible things about that woman. So, it's a two-way street. We all got to be, we got to be equal about this. Now, I'm going to ask Danny might not want to talk about this, but Danny, what do you think?
Well, listen, I could care less what these certain people think of me or anybody else. They have a platform. They could say whatever they want. But on the same token, people can say what they want. And it seems to me that if you say something about them, not even derogatory, they'll make a whole show about you. Here's my problem. For a platform of Angel Gotti and her status, her last name, why is this woman knee deep in drama? She should be above all this stuff. She should have a platform where there's an area where people go and discuss certain things. But apparently the way that the show is going now, all it is like As the World Turns. It's a soap opera. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory or disrespectful way. I'm just saying you have a name, you have a brand, you have a feasible platform to go anywhere you want, and become really popular and super, really. But if you stay at this level, and I'm including myself, if you stay at this level, then you open yourself up to ridicule, disrespectfulness, because you're dealing with, I don't know what you want to call them, the lowest of the barrel.
Yes.
And you seem to thrive on drama. And Angel, I'm not singling you out. I'm just saying that that's what it seems to be, because I remember a month ago, somebody came into my Facebook and reported back to you that I have John A-Light as a friend under an assumed name in my Facebook. You never addressed it. You never apologized about it. And the person you're talking about happens to be a relative of the Varios. My point is that you listen to everybody, whatever they say, and you take it and run. And then when it's proven wrong, oh, well, it's wrong. All I'm saying to you, Angel, is you seem to be a better person. I don't know why you don't take a different avenue and get rid of all this drama and do things that are beneficial to you. And that's all I got to say. If you want to, attack me, yell at me, call me names, so be it. My life is full. I'm not poor. I have what I have. So whatever you say about me or anybody in your, realm there, you could say what the fuck you want to say. And I'll be more than happy to come on your program and defend myself. So you know, like I said, I'm not ridiculing you, but if I were you, and again, you don't have to take my opinion or my advice. If I were you, Angel, I would do a lot different than what you're doing now, because it seems like this drama just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you have a platform to end that, and because of who you are and what you say. So maybe you should do that, and that would alleviate all the bickering back and forth. It's just, you know, my opinion.
Yeah, and she's Angel Gotti. You're a brand. That's what it comes down to. You shouldn't be like, you know, taking people's personal texts to you and sending them to people. You know, that's another thing. You know, we had somebody do that last night. I'm not going to mention his name. We'll deal with him when the time comes. But, you know, basically him and I text. And so he did the rat thing and he showed the text. You know, there's no honor here, people. You know, if you have a personal conversation with somebody, even if you get mad and angry at them, it's still your personal conversation. You don't start saying, I'm going to get even now and turn shit over. Everybody could do that. And yeah, Angel, you're hanging out with the dirtbags. Right here. You're Gotti, brand name. You should be on one show, not even on this platform. You could be as big as Gravano. You could be as big as Francis. That's all we're saying. But this is ridiculous for you now to be backing Tony Pizza and praising him after all the horrible things he has said about people. How many times has he said my brother was raped, Angel? So if you accept him, that means that you're opening up a whole new thing. And the things he said about the Gotti family and about you, and now he's your friend and he's doing something kind and good. The things he said about everybody on here, the worst possible stuff you could say. But you're accepting him. This is how bad it's getting. People are accepting people that are absolute scumbags.
You know what's funny? She surrounds herself, or anybody, with I guess, quote unquote, positive people, good people. Where are they telling her what she should do, or just suggest, you know, not for nothing? I mean, I don't know, her brother, her sister. I don't know. I mean, if I was in that position and, you know, I was coming on a platform like YouTube and not expecting what's going to happen from day to day, why would you go through that? The only explanation is that you like it. You know, I mean, I don't understand. I mean, being a woman and being a Gotti or whatever, you know, I would think you would have a higher respect for yourself and what you want to do and achieve. Forget about Instagram, how many Twitter things you got, how many of this you got. I just don't understand. And then again, you know, I'm not here because I'm no better than you, Angel, or anybody else. You know, I have my moments as well. But I'm just saying, all the people in your corner, they should be, you know, lifting you up above this bullshit. That's my opinion. And again, it goes to anybody. I'm not trying to single anybody out. I'm just saying that, doesn't it get tiring to hear the same fucking shit day in and day out? I mean, it's repetitive and it's kind of elementary. So
yeah,
I'm sure you guys will attack me, so you go right ahead.
No, you know what? I don't think they will. They might attack me, but that's okay. But here's what it comes down to also. You said that you called Danny and I out for being in FBS's room because he attacks women. You just accepted the worst woman attacker on here, Tony Pizza. You praised him. And you're going to question Danny and I being in that chat room? Isn't that kind of hypocritical? Think about Tony says things that, like, horrible things. I mean, things that about everything, about homosexuality, about race, about, you know, he is it. He's the bottom of the trash wagon. Bottom of the trash wagon. He's the shit. He's the stuff that gets on the bottom of the garbage can after you remove the bag out. He's a coward. He would never say anything to anybody's face, but he talks horrible stuff. Now, do I have to go back? Because I got a lot of this stuff, Angel. Every time he insulted you and the Gottis and put it up, I will. because he has done it so many times. And this goes for all you guys out there. The people that used to be my friend, you guys all know what he's like. And yet, because you hate this side so bad, you're willing to accept him. It says a lot about you guys. It says a lot about you guys. You lost all rights to talk shit about us once you accept that scumbag.
You know what it is too? You don't have to like anybody on this platform. You don't have to get along with anybody on this platform. But, you know, and I'm guilty of this too. When somebody talks about me, my first, response is to fucking start yelling like a lunatic and this and that. So I'm as guilty as everybody else. However, sooner or later you learn and you say, is it even worth it? You know what I'm saying? And it's not. In all actuality, we have a position here on YouTube to talk whatever we want to talk and to say whatever we want to say. But there's a flip side to that. And I'm not going to get into the semantics and what's right, what's wrong. But, and I don't want everybody to get along, but at least be tolerable. If things are said, they're said. If we can't come to a medium or if it's too far gone, then we go separate ways and we just don't, conversate or talk about. But I don't know, maybe I'm a little stupid about this YouTube, but that's my feeling about it. But listen, and Angel, I'm not trying to talk bad about you, and I hope you don't take it that way. I'm just saying, and it goes for anybody, Vinnie Green, MRE, anybody that has been attacked or thinks, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can have their opinions about anybody, but when you start, pointing fingers and making accusations, then it becomes a little retarded after a while and then the threats.
No, goofy. The key word is goofy. We can't say that.
Yeah, goofy. I'm sorry for using the derogatory name for a mentally.
Hey, listen, someone just gave me $19.99 and I missed it. When I get down there, I'll call you out. Thank you so much. And one other thing, I don't want to forget the Sofa King $9.99. Tony threatened to kill his dog Banjo live on YouTube. And Tony B, Pizza is a dog beater. He's done it on. Okay, Angel, let me explain to you where Tony's dog is. Tony has his dog Banjo. Tony choked the dog so bad that it could hardly bark now. So a guy came along and took the dog. Okay, and he won't let Tony in. I know the person that contacted that guy and told him what Tony did to the dog. When Tony came back to get the dog, the guy told Tony to go to hell. He's not getting his dog back. So you have a thing on your show where you accept money for dog funds. And Tony beat a dog live, choked the dog where it can't even bark no more. And now he's the best thing since spilt milk. Can't make this shit up. Thank you, Tony. I didn't think about that, and Angel's very big on loving dogs and stuff, and I know she does. I do. And anybody that hurts a dog deserves nothing but death. Okay, Dave, originally from Brooklyn, the guy that hates my guts. Danny's right. I respect Danny.
Well, I appreciate that. Look at Dave. I'm not trying to make people like each other. I'm not even trying to make people agree with each other. All I'm trying to do is bring to light the back and forth. And people don't want to hear that every day. At least some people don't. But I think, like Lee, myself, FBS, anybody, we have a platform and you have followers. And I think that if we can agree to disagree, the content would get better. The fighting will stop. I mean, you're still going to have innuendos and all that. Hey, listen, I don't agree with MRE. I don't slam MRE because that's not me. Vinnie Green, I don't have nothing against Vinnie Green. He says what he says, whatever. It ain't affecting my life. I still eat my macaroni. I still go to work every day. All I'm trying to say is that if people continue to bash each other, then we're making a mockery of what we do here. And all I'm saying is, I think we're all better than that. And, I don't have room to talk. I did 18 and a half years in prison for a murder. So I'm just saying there's got to be some kind of common ground. Whether you like somebody, you hate somebody, you have to tolerate people. And that's the world we live in. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and people should really think about this stuff, you know. And then there was a comment made over there, and I'm going to talk. I'm taking on these comments that people are making, and you're allowing them to make them, Angel. That nobody has content. Let me tell you something. This show has more content than anybody in this direct genre. All you got to do is look at the shows we put up.
Oh,
This show has been growing fast. We've picked up almost 500 subs in the last 30 days. We got like 100. We do 3 shows a week, and we have 130,000 views a month. So the figures aren't immediate, but we're averaging over 5,000 views per video on this channel. So this channel is growing, people, and it's growing fast. But if people are going to come on and knock this channel, how dare you talk about you guys in this chat room? You know how much stuff we put out there for you guys to see, who we bring on, the guests we bring on. We bring on people because we go out looking for them. We have some great guests coming on. We're working on one. Okay, when we told you we were working on one time, we pulled off the Billy Cotolo Jr. We pulled that off. And we're about to pull off a bigger one than that. Bigger than Billy Cotolo Jr. And Billy Cotolo Jr., that video is on its way to 20,000. And listen, we have to work hard here to get our views and to get our watch time and stuff. You know, we're not like OC Shorts. OC Shorts does 1 show a week for 15 minutes, maybe 2. Get on here 3 days a week, or get on here like some people like FBS does it. Get on here 7 days a week. Try that shit. That's when you tell how good you are. Joy Electric, okay, he's a YouTube dude. Okay, well, let's see what you guys have to say. If you guys don't agree with me, just say what you got to say, people. Johnny the Greek from London, Angel need to grow. Please, listen. If I had the Gotti name and if I was on here, dude, I'd have 500,000 viewers. It's that simple. What name in mafia lore is bigger than John Gotti? Just none. None. You could say Al Capone. You could say these other guys, but the biggest name in mafia lore is John Gotti. And anybody that has that name should be reaping the benefits from it. Don Jacobs. Lee, and that's being a rat. Yes, you're right. Okay. I keep getting put on timeout. Don't put them on timeout, people. Let them say what they want. Okay. As long as they're not too bad. You know, if they want to call me a fat bastard, let them say it. Don't put them on timeout. We're having a serious conversation, and the people if they're Angels fans, they have the right to defend themselves. Even Angel has the right. See, that's another thing. We don't block people here if we disagree with them. There's somebody in the back room right now that says Lee kisses FBS ass. Should I let them on, people? Hey, there's somebody in the back room that just came in. They wanted to come on. Their name was Lee kisses FBS ass.
what is it?
Lee kisses FBS ass.
So let him come on.
No, he didn't have a face. I don't want to, because he'll show us his ball sack and we'll get in trouble.
all right.
And there's a new thing going on now, people. If you don't like a show, what do? They flag it. Flagging shows. You know, I can name the shows that I flagged, and any show I ever flagged deserved that flag. I don't flag shows just to go flag somebody. And, you know, now it's like everybody's flagging everybody. What the fuck? You're literally people working hard on their channels and stuff, and you're trying to get channels taken down. D's Gun. FBS was talking about smacking women the other night, and not one person in the chat called them out. Not one wrench called them out either. It's okay to disagree with Marla, but don't talk about smacking her. Well, you know, D's Gun, what you got to do is FBS drops the link. So what you should do is go when he drops the link next time, go in there and tell him. Come on. People are why are people getting vicious here? Because people keep doing vicious shit to each other. That's why people are getting vicious. Do I agree with everything FBS does? Absolutely not. Do I understand why he does it? Absolutely yes. And people may not want to hear that, but come on. This fake disc jockey. You heard this fake disc jockey that came on, right?
Get down.
Danny, did you hear the fake disc jockey that came on and was talking about FBS?
Well, listen, these guys on the other side, and I don't want to use that terminology, but the people that listen to him, if they believe him, that's their business. But you know, the guy's full of shit. You know what I'm saying? It just goes to the narrative to keep pumping and keep yelling and keep it alive. Listen, who gives a fuck about this DJ or anybody else? That's how I feel about it. If you believe him, then, you know,
and DJ,
then use the fools. Come on,
DJ,
man, realistically.
You can come in here right now and tell us the story if you want. And, okay, D's Guns. Did you do any complaining when DJ, the fake disc jockey, came on and was saying horrible things that he met with FBS's wife? They went to a motel room, they had sex, and she wasn't. Did you disagree with that? You know, you're upset that FBS said he's going to smack Marla, but are you upset with this guy? Because Angel never called him out. I seen Marla up there literally say that she didn't believe him. It's obvious. Anybody that believed that guy if you're going to come in and say shit about people, show your face. Show your face. Because if you come in blocked out, you're not showing your face, you're a clown. You're not serious. We don't take you serious. Okay. We should follow Trio's lead. I don't know. How am I supposed to follow? Danny, what am I doing not to follow your lead?
Listen, I'm not asking anybody to follow my lead. All I'm saying is everybody on this platform is not dumb, with the exception of a few people. And, you know, if everybody wants to play stupid and continue the rhetoric, and I'm not talking everybody, I'm just talking, you know, it'll never end. And again, I'll reiterate what I said. You can agree to disagree. You don't have to like the person. You don't even have to look at the person. But to continue to make this go round and round, and I know there's bad things that were said, and people shouldn't have said, you know, things about women and vice versa. But somewhere along the line, it's got to stop. And if it doesn't stop, it's just going to get worse and worse. And then, and again, it just goes to the narrative. If people allow, and myself included, to keep doing what people do, then it's going to get nowhere. It's just going to be a repetitive, dumb program where people, here it goes again. Here we go again. You know. So
and just real quick,
I'm not trying to say be a bigger person. What I'm trying to say.
I'm sorry. One second. The link is down there, people. If common sense, if you want to jump up, you're more than welcome. I apologize, Danny. Keep going. I'm sorry.
All I'm just saying is you don't have to agree with anybody, but you know, move on. Make your platform what you want it to be. Not a soap opera as the world turns. I mean, it's ridiculous. And again, I'm not trying to be derogatory to anybody. This is my opinion. You could tell me to go fuck myself. It's all good. You know, I'm just saying.
Okay. And this is a mob question, so we're going to break that up a little bit. This is a great question, actually. Danny, how was John Gotti able to turn Paul Castellano down on the Roy DeMeo hit? I thought we weren't allowed to turn a hit down, and thought Gotti wasn't afraid of anyone.
Listen, contrary to what a lot of you guys think in regards to organized crime or mafia, A lot of the shit that you read and hear is nonsense.
That was
So,
poor, dude.
to your question, I can't even answer that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, I'm sorry. I wish I could answer it, but I can't.
I got an opinion for that. John Gotti hated Paul Castellano. If you think John Gotti was afraid to do a hit, they killed Paul Castellano. You know, and you know, if he goes after, who wind up killing in the end? Nobody wanted to kill Roy DeMeo. They all feared him. Who killed him? Joey Testa? I mean, the people that were close to him. That's what happened in the end. So, but Joey, great question. Okay, let's see. I think Lee has done a lot of improving. Thank you.
Absolutely, Miss Can't Be Wrong. And listen, and I'm not saying that because Lee and I have a program, you know, I'm not saying that. I think, you know, the strategic thing to do, in my mind, whether you like to or not, it's done every day in business. My business, I can't stand people. You have no fucking idea how bad. Listen, I'm just going to say this. If I didn't put my pride aside in the business that I am in, I wouldn't own a home. I wouldn't have automobiles that I own. I wouldn't have the things I have today. And it might be a stupid analogy, but you have to do what you have to do to succeed. And I think everybody in this genre, whether it's mob genre, whatever genre you're in, you have to take a little bit and give a little bit. And I know it's been extraordinarily difficult, name calling, racist remarks. I get that. And I'm not downplaying that whatsoever. All I'm saying is there's a lot of good people on here. And I think we should shine when we should shine and be productive. That's all I'm saying. You can tell me to go fuck myself, and I respect that.
And the trolls are leading people down bad paths here, because I see the trolls talk, and everybody's guilty of this. Every one of us. The trolls talk sometimes, and people believe it. They don't even check into it. And the next thing you know, you got a big fight starting. You know, if a content creator wants, oh, look who we got here. Jason, how you doing?
What's up, guys?
Jay, what's up, big guy?
What's up, Big DT?
Lee, this show in FBS is 10 times more entertaining than Angels or MRE. Their content. Well, you know something? Everybody has their own favorite show. You know, people like Angels, people like his, people like ours. But in the end, it's all in the numbers, people. It's all in the numbers. What kind of numbers are you putting up?
You know what? If you want to talk about numbers, I wouldn't give a fuck if I had one person on here. As long as I could come on here and I know that there's not going to be 1,000 people attacking, yelling, screaming. To me, that's goofy. I want to say another word, but that's goofy. You know, I'd rather have one person and have a civil conversation with than 10,000 that are screaming and yelling. And I'm guilty to that effect too, because I get crazy and I start cursing and using dumb words. So all I'm saying is, it is what it is, and you know, I'm no better than anybody else. So,
Jason, how often do you come on here and someone says something that pisses you off?
Whenever I watch someone's show.
I heard something. I heard a remark that you wanted to snap someone's back. Let's not say who, but you know, someone saying something. I mean, when you think about that, do you ever feel like you want to nap someone's back?
You know, it's just a lot of shit is ridiculous on here.
Now you were around some real guys, Jason.
Yeah.
So, do these people that act tough in here have any idea what tough is?
Nah, come on. It's all bullshit here. They want to talk shit because they can from a distance. If people were ever face to face, they would never open their mouths.
absolutely, Jay. That's exactly right.
You know, they would never open their mouths.
Now, Jay,
That's
you know,
exactly, and that's a fact.
Jay,
that's a
you knew
fact.
Bobby Manna. Could you picture someone talking that crap to Bobby Manna back in the day?
No, you forget about it. You wouldn't go near the man.
And that's what people don't understand. They're getting caught up in this YouTube, like these tough guys that come in here and pretend they're gangsters. They
Yeah.
don't understand. They have no idea what a gangster is. None. They're a gangster in here because of their lives. They got to question their lives.
Yeah.
And
Ridiculous.
and Jason, I got to ask you an honest question. Do you think that this show puts up good content? Danny and I, we go out and look for interviews and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we do this behind the scenes. We're always looking for good interviews. And a lot of these guys don't want to do interviews because usually the only ones that want to do interviews are the guys that ratted.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Well, let's see. This week, I got a friend up in Yonkers. His father was a captain in the Lucchese family. I'm going to have lunch with him, and he's a real head smasher. I'm going to have lunch with him this week, and we'll see. We're going to have sit down and have lunch and just chit chat. And I'm going to record it, and we're going to talk about. He was a bouncer at the Sound Factory, and he got 2 Fed bids under his belt. He worked with me in the late 90s construction. He beat the shit out of one of the foremen. And the guy's a monster, 6'4", 240. Been playing football since he's 12 years old. Been lifting weights since he's 12 years old. He's a monster.
Yeah, and if you want to get him on here, we'll treat him with respect.
Uh-huh.
Okay, just had Billy Catullo Jr. on. I don't see Angel having anyone. She might, let's be fair to Angel. I've seen Angel speak to some actors right on the set. The reality is this, people. If Angel had her own show and was taking this serious, she would have bigger people than we do. It's that simple. Whether you like it or not, she would. We can't get Michael Franzese. We can't get people like that. I like to see Angel doing an interviewing Sammy Guevara. What do you think, Jason? Would that be a good interview? A Gotti interview?
She wouldn't even know what to say. Nah, she wouldn't even know what to say.
Hey, talking about Sammy, I just seen Sammy on what's her name? I can't think of her name. Megan, or the Megan show, whatever the hell her name is. Sammy literally has eyebrows tattooed on his face. And you can't even describe what he looks like. He looks like his face is sunk in.
He's a schmigel.
He's a schmigel. Yeah, he's a schmigel, all right. Yeah, don't put anybody on timeout if they disagree. If they're calling me names and stuff, horrible names, put them on timeout. But if they disagree, please don't put them on timeout. Lita Sheriff is... What the hell? Neil asked, disagree with... Hey, Neil, but you just said it. You disagreed with me respectfully. What is that noise? Like dishes or something?
That's Guinness.
Something shaking.
Yeah, it's my dog.
That's Guinness.
Neil, I have no problem with you disagreeing because you're doing it respectfully. So you're more than welcome to disagree, but that's how we're supposed to disagree with each other. And Murray says he goes after rats. When he ratted people out, I have went to NB Angel, MRE Lives, and asked them how a convicted felon gets busted with a bunch of guns. Well, listen, people, once again, once somebody comes up with the evidence, we can call MRE a rat. We need the evidence. That's what it comes down to. Is it suspect? Very suspect. When you get busted with that many guns and the charges disappear. It's very suspect, but it's not. Suspect isn't proof. Danny, do you think suspecting somebody is proof enough to call somebody a rat?
Whatever it is.
Listen, I don't even know what to say. things are suspicious, and being locked up for so many years and knowing how the judicial system works, anybody can form an opinion about what happened to him. Do I think it's weird? Absolutely. But again, I don't have no proof he's a rat. So how can, what can I tell you? Do I think he is? I have no idea.
Jason, you did a bid, didn't you?
Yeah, I did 3 bids,
What was the longest one?
5 years.
Did you do any Fed time?
No,
But you did 3 bids, so probably like what, 8 years?
all
Okay.
state time.
All state time. New York. New
New
Jersey.
Jersey.
New Jersey. That's like New York. Were you at Rahway and stuff like that?
Northern State.
Northern State.
Northern State, the
Oof.
gang prison.
Yeah. When's the last time you
Dog
were?
cages. It's all
When's the last-
dog cages in Northern State.
When's the last time you were in? When's the last time you've actually been in?
2012.
2012. And Danny, when's the last time
10
you were in?
years ago.
2009, was it, Danny?
07.
2007. Okay.
That's when I got out.
And mine was 13. See, it's not like we weren't in prison, it's not too far away. 10 years ago, a couple of us fucked up our life. And Danny, and the year you got shot was what, 2008, right?
When I got out, 2007.
Yeah, 2007. Lee, so what you're saying is your interview will be with Junior? No, are you kidding me? See, Junior takes advantage of the Gotti name. He knows he has that name, so he's not going to come on these platforms. That I can guarantee you. Lee has been reading them. Hey, listen, if I miss some of these things, it's funny though, because Gotti is popular, but there are associates that were in the life longer, made more money, more respect on the street than Gotti. Guys, you answer that. There were a lot of guys on the street that had more.
Of
Danny,
course.
Ab-
Jerry Catino, the Genovese, was one of the richest guys ever. 97 years old he lived to and died in his own bed.
Yeah. No one's saying. I said that. I'm not saying that John Gotti was the best gangster ever. I said he's the most famous gangster ever. Big difference. Al Capone's very famous, but Al Capone was only on. Al Capone went to prison in his early 30s, and his career was over. It's like he was legendary. Al Capone's legendary, but he was barely out in the street. I mean, right, Jason? People don't realize that. He died in his 40s.
Yeah, well, that syphilis destroyed him.
He had a horrible death. Horrible. He went to prison. When he got out, syphilis ravaged his body, and he sat back. He used to sit next to his pool with a fishing pole, thinking he was, and the man had a horrible, slow death. Like the way Al Capone died, believe me, Al Capone rather have been shot in the head than die the way he died. Lee, you completely took what I said out of context. If you read, I support you constantly, Dave. You're unpredictable, Dave. I don't know sometimes, but if I said something wrong, I apologize. Okay. Lee, Cole, Danny, as always, a good show with so many trolls on this one. You know why the trolls are in here? So let me ask you a question, people. If you don't stop that dog, I'm going to hurt that dog, Danny. I'm going to injure your dog. I mean, he's playing with squeaky toys. He's rubbing his balls against the rug. Danny, you're not laughing.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said, if you don't stop your dog, I'm going to hurt it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Let's talk about this real quick, people. Yeah, you know why I let the trolls in here? Because I'm smarter than them. It's called The View. If a troll comes in here and stays for 20 minutes insulting me or insulting Danny, we win. They don't get that, do they, Danny? That's a 20-minute view. That's a 20-minute view. That damn dog. Borno, $4.99. Hey, guys, love the show. Lee, you started from nothing and you have made it. My question is, what's your guys' opinions of Ori Spado if you have one? Okay, let's do that. I got you two guys here. What's your opinion of Ori Spado?
I don't know. I don't know
Jason
him
looks
that
like
well.
Jason looks like he's holding it in.
I don't
Danny,
know
what's your
him that
opinion of
well.
Ori
I didn't read his
Spado?
book.
Be
I don't-
nice.
You know.
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm not going to talk bad about my elder. I have my opinion about Ori. I'm just going to say this. I reserve my right to speak negatively about a man that could be my father. That's all I'm going to say about that.
He definitely wasn't no Ray Donovan.
Yeah. Did you hear him say that Ray Donovan's based on him?
Nah.
Yeah.
He definitely ain't no Ray Donovan. I
Yeah,
know he
yeah.
wants to play that role, but
But he's actually said that role's based on him. So, it's kind of funny. Difference between saying you had sex with someone and saying you're going to smack a woman. Okay, Travis, fair enough. But how about a guy that comes on and says that he had sex with a man's wife in a motel room and he's lying and nobody condemns it, including you? How about that? Nothing wrong with it. I appreciate that, Joey. If you're a man enough to run your mouth like a man, you should be treated as such. Nowadays, women want to be equal to men, so they run their mouth like men. So let them. There's some tough women out there. Hey, have you guys known some tough ass women?
not really.
No, you didn't know no tough women?
Nah.
Danny, have you know any tough women?
Tough in the sense of running their mouth, yeah. But as far as throwing hands, no.
Okay. Well, my first wife was a Puerto Rican from the South Bronx that was also a black belt, and that's my first wife. So I started off life pretty good with being a Puerto Rican woman from the South Bronx. Kind of makes you tough anyway. But then when you throw the black belt, and she went to tournaments and everything, and that's why my son Lee became a black belt, because she was big into martial arts. I met some tough women. There's no doubt about that. Why does Angel have to call everyone out? If that's the case, why aren't you calling out FBS for his lies, doxing, talking about women in such filthy ways? Okay.
Well, listen, I'll address this. If we're going to keep going through this, then we're not going to resolve any issues. Again, I'm not saying to break bread with them. I'm not saying you have to like them. What's done is done. You're not going to change what was said, what was done. You're not going to do that. But my only thought process is that you move on because you become a better person. A person cannot engage another person if there's no substance, right or wrong. So if you continue to play it over and over and over, then that's all it's going to do is it's going to go in a cycle. So listen, I'm not taking sides here. I'm not telling you people what to do. I'm just telling you my opinion. And again, I'm a nobody. I'm a jerk off. It's just my thought. And if nobody likes what I have to say, then they don't have to listen to me. And I'm not trying to make people make up and toot their horn and say it's all over with. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just trying to say go a different path.
Okay, Angela, I'm going to be honest with you. You're with Angel, you defend her and stuff. Okay, I respect that. But the fact of the matter is, also, let's remember, for 6 months, I went at it with FBS. For 6 months. So for anybody to say that I never said nothing to FBS or FBS never said nothing to me, what the hell they've been watching? We went at it so hard. And when I was going at it with FBS, who was in FBS's corner? Angel Gotti. We forget that. So people switch sides. Angel was with Chris for 6 months. Now he hates her. She hates him. So Angel, it's two sides here, not just one side. You're looking at the Angel side. There's two sides. Two. And don't ever say I didn't go after FBS. Me and FBS had the best battles on here.
Guys, my old lady got some stuff cooking in the kitchen, so I'm
Thanks,
about
Jay.
to sign off.
You see that?
Love you, pal. Take care.
It's nice
Take
talking
care.
to you. See you later, DT. All right, ladies.
All right.
Take care, my man. Did you say something there that's proven? They were talking about, Jason was saying that women ain't tough, but when his woman said, come to the kitchen, it's time to get some food, Jason. You know, I would love to have a woman that can cook an Italian meal for me. Danny,
Yeah, sure.
I'm not making a proposition or nothing to you, Danny. I'm
Well,
just
you
saying.
better find a broad to cook it for you. I'm telling you that.
But I know that, hey, guys, if you guys are in here, oh, you guys already blocked it. Good job. Good job. You already blocked it.
Yes.
It won't end because this is how FBS and Lee make their living. Hey!
There's Guinness.
Yeah. Papa, come here. Come here, Polly. See, come here.
Boy.
See, and this is Polly. Polly, come here. I'm going to look at Guinness.
All right, come on.
Hey, Papa and Guinness. We're dog guys, people. We have something in common with Angel. We love dogs.
Yep.
But Tony Pizza doesn't love dogs. Tony Pizza chokes dogs.
Yeah, well, listen, that's another show. The guy's a low life, and whatever happens to him happens to him.
It sounds ridiculous to say, but showing your face really does separate. Yeah, it does. Guys that don't show their face. You know why they don't show their face? They're on here and they don't want to show their face because we'll laugh. You know what they're going to do? They're going to be like 3 times my size. Oh, God. Are they going to be really goofy looking with pimples all over their face? Yeah, that's true, Joey. I don't say that. Don't tell someone. Don't tell her that she had enough guts to come on here and say what she had to say. So we said what we had to say. So please don't do that. Oh, Angel and Joey's getting into it. Mind your business, Joey Electric. Not talking to you. Come on, Joey. You don't think you're going to scare Angela, do you? Come on, Joey. It's never going to stop, Danny. I know nobody will admit it, but other than this show, none of the other mob shows do mob content at all. They just do dramas, so they need to keep it up. I'll tell you what. People, stop attacking. Let's see who can. Let's see. You know, when FBS and I first came on here, we weren't doing drama. Our shows grew, not doing drama in the beginning. We were going off to John A. Light. We were doing shows. We had huge numbers the first month that we started. Huge numbers. And that was mafia content. That wasn't drama. So I've proven that I can do mafia content. FBS has proven that he can do mafia content. Angel can definitely do it. Sure, there's some shows around here that can't do it. But you can't say we can't do it. We've already done it. And we had big numbers.
I'm eating my figs off my tree.
Oh, you got a fig tree out there?
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm eating.
Does it taste like Fig Newtons?
Yep.
Sammy looks like, yeah, Sammy looked awful. You know, those kids are gonna. I was talking to Danny about this morning, Don. Those kids are lucky for one reason, his children, because when he dies, he has a library whether you like Sammy Gravano or not, everybody's going to always look at his library. I mean, he has amazing stories in there. Sure, half of them are bullshit, but his library is very valuable, very, very valuable. And the kids are going to reap the rewards from that. Okay, Travis, what changed your mind about rats, Lee? When you first started a year ago, you were very anti-rat. Travis, that's a fair enough question. You know what changed my mind? I didn't really change my mind about rats. I still feel the same way I feel about rats. But Travis, when the people that go after rats are worse than the rats, okay, I have issues with that. When you got someone coming on and they have a Hitler tattoo and they're going after rats, I have a problem with that. Maybe you don't, Travis, but I do. Oh, you guys better watch out. Talking about Sammy Pizza's going to come after you.
I'm waiting.
Yeah. Pizza's the most, with his mouth, Pizza's a horrible human being. With his hands, he's nothing. He's nothing. He will not go after nobody. He's all talk. The only time he uses his hands is when he's given a $5 hand job at a truck stop. That's when he uses his hand. Yeah. It's so stupid. And that old man with those sleeves and stuff. Tony, it looks ridiculous with those tattoos on him. Lee sits in people's changing rooms. Well, it depends who's changing. Common sense. He looks like one of them statues in the front gates of the mansion, a fucking little gargoyle. That's exactly what he looks like. Lee, I've always been respectful. You took what I said. I apologize if I did, Dave, originally from Brooklyn. You just wrote it wrong, dude. That's the thing about writing. Sometimes people don't understand things that are written. If I took it wrong, I apologize. If you guys have one of your guys' opinions of Ori Espedo, by the way, love the show, guys. Started nowhere but up from here. Thank you. Yes. And listen, Ori Espedo, he went out there, he did his thing. People believed him. So if they believe him, you know, I don't know nothing about Ori Espedo. I can't call him a liar. Okay, I'm trying to catch up here before we go. This is a good one. Joey says, how come we don't hear anything Danny says on his mic, but we hear everything his dog is doing? You got to give, that's a good one, Joey.
Touche.
Danny, did you know Spiros Lentizes? How do you say that last name?
No, the Greek guy. No, I didn't know him.
Now, he was with Joey Gallo, wasn't he?
He was a Greek guy that was anyway, you guys know what he was. If you don't know, he was part of the Greek organized crime. He was very well respected at one point, but I didn't know him. No, I don't believe he was a Gallows. No.
Oh, he wasn't. Okay. Danny has the perfect take on this. There's a reason Lee's subscriber is #1 up. It's Danny. Actually, they did go up with Danny, but Dave, I hate to break the news to you. My subscribers have never gone down since I got rid of the trolls. Every day they've gone up. With Danny, they're going up faster. So, Dave, that's where you're wrong. This show has always been going up once I got rid of the trolls. Danny has just helped them go up a lot faster. Angels be Pacific, stop making allegations like your cohorts. Angel lets people come on and makes up lies and say disgusting things about FPS all the time. But people don't see that. It's a two-way street, people. It's a two-way street. Angel said, Don't you think Angel would come here on her own, to be honest, Low Tide? She's been, when she disagrees with me, I'll say one thing about Angel. She'll come in here and say something. Go on Lee show, Sean. You seem to have a lot to say about people, or don't you have? No, Sean doesn't have no balls. Are you kidding me? Sean's one of those guys that has a big mouth, talks a lot of shit, but will never pop on. But we still let him stay here. Yeah, he is. He's almost 80 years old and getting around good. Mustache Peach was not a gangster, you dummy. It's what they call old school gangster. Yes, of course. Everybody knows that. I didn't realize someone doesn't know that. We have an entertainment where there are more jobs than people, yet Tony don't. Yep, exactly. You're driving me crazy.
What I do?
You're moving around and my screen's spinning.
Oh, all right. Let me sit down in my chair.
Low Tide Lauren, Mustache Pete, I've been ratted on and done my time. Half of these anti-rat simps couldn't do a day. Danny, that's a good point. How many of these people do you think that go after rats couldn't do a day?
Listen, this is my opinion, and I can only speak to my opinion. More than half of them couldn't do it, and that's just my opinion. Hey, listen, anybody has the right to go after anybody. That's what this forum is. The only problem is that it gets out of control. Hence, we have this, problem with the name calling and everything else. And again, I'm not excluding myself from it because I'm just as guilty. But listen. If you're going after rats and you can't do a day in prison, there's something wrong. There's something wrong.
They couldn't even last through the holding cells.
Well,
they'll be in a holding cell for 3 days. They'll be looking for the FBI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Common sense. I see we have someone here using 2 accounts on the same ISP. Another person who has a channel who thinks they are smart, but they are dumb as rocks. You know who I'm talking about, buddy.
Well, let us know who it is. Put it out there, common sense.
Yeah, don't be afraid to let us know. Believe me, we know who has the fake accounts. We know who's doing all this shit behind the scenes. We know who's giving the stuff to Tony Pizza to put up. We know all this stuff. Angela, while you're in here, I'd like to ask you a question. Do you think it was right that Tony, who has said so many horrible things about Angel and the Gaudis, about my brother committing suicide, do you think it's okay for him to be talked about like he's the next big thing now? Called out positively on Angel's show? Because if Tony ever shows up on that show after what he said about my brother, I can't even begin to tell you. That naked HD thing, please get rid of that. Block user. Oh, they already blocked, but they're still coming on here. So I see that you blocked them already. Unbelievable. Common sense, I wanted. Okay, people, we've been on for we're at 250 people have been in here for a little bit over an hour. We'll give you a couple more minutes. Danny, those figs remind me of my uncle's fig tree.
Yeah, I planted that fig tree when I moved here, and now the fucking thing is enormous. It's a big fucking tree.
Do you have an orange tree?
No, I cut it down. I had an orange tree, but I got rid of it.
Why
I had
would
a
you cut down an
mango
orange
tree.
tree?
I didn't want them. And then I had a mango tree, but I'm allergic to mangoes. I ate one and I broke out like I had fucking chicken pox.
But you cut down the orange tree. Do you know how many starving people are in America that could have eaten oranges from that tree?
Yeah, they can go to Tony Pizza. He can afford to feed them.
Okay. Okay. That's not truly. I have no respect for pizza. Never did not watch him. But Angela, I'm just saying that he got praised by Angel herself in the chat room. That I'm glad that she was saying something nice he did. He's never done nothing nice, Angela. Nothing nice. He's a horrible human being. Horrible. He makes everybody in here look like saints. That's what I'm trying to say, Angela. Anybody that even praises that guy or says anything good about him. And when Tony says something, like he said, he got some pictures of Angel and he wasn't going to put them up. Angela, that was planned. That was planned. He said that on purpose because he knew what the reaction would be. And we know who's working with him. And, you know, I know you guys know who's working with him. So, Pizza also claimed that one time his job back in the day was to watch over Angel. Did you know that?
Yeah, well, yeah. He was the Gambino crime family watchdog. You didn't know that?
That's why Angel's accepting him now. I didn't realize that. He was like I guess he was like her nanny. He was a nanny.
Yeah, he was I'm going to say something, but I'm not.
Okay. Oh, listen. In the first month that Tony came here, I fell for that shit. But by the third week, I started seeing through him. A month and a half in, we haven't talked on the phone since then. It's been a long time. Oh, someone's mad at you. Linda is mad at you. Danny, I used to watch As the World Turns.
Good one, brother. Woman, I'm sorry. I thought you were a man.
Okay. Hey, listen, I've never had no issues with Nita. I don't know what's going on here. Nita comes into Gunsmoke show. I believe that she went into FBS's show. I don't know, Nita, if you're going after people that you used to go in their show, but that wouldn't be right. I mean, I know I never did nothing to you. I don't think Gunsmoke ever did anything to you, and I'm pretty sure FBS hasn't. So whatever floats your boat, though, you're welcome here anytime. He said he didn't know he was watching, but he was creepy. Let's see.
Drop the link. Nita can come on.
It is the last link drop before we leave, people. If anybody wants to jump on now, do it now. Anybody with a stupid name ready to show me the ball sack, you're not getting up here. I watch everyone's show. Johnny the Greek, Sonny Frances fed him bacon. Get the hell out of here, okay? I got the link down there, Brian Press. John O'Master, Danny, love seeing the pics of you outside, the pool, the dog, the fig tree, your whole property. Very nice. Getting ready for my big move August 1st to Florida. Just starting to pack today. 4 more weeks.
Well, John O'Master, the offer still stands, pal. When you come here, shoot Lee an email. I'll give you my phone number. We'll go out for dinner.
Are you paying?
Absolutely.
So if I came down there for a month, will you pay for dinner every night?
No.
Fuck. I was trying to get some commitment here, Danny. Okay. If I came down for 1 month, how many nights would you pay for dinner?
2.
2 nights out of
Yep.
Once every 15 days?
Once every 15 days, you get a paid for meal.
Brian Press, how you doing?
All right, Lee. How's everybody doing? Okay.
I'm
Good,
a little
Brian.
bit
How are you?
disappointed. I'm a little bit disappointed because Danny told me that if I come down to Florida for 30 days, he'll take me out to 2 dinners. 2.
Hey, hang on 1 second. 1 second. Bear with me for a second, Lee, Danny.
Sure.
See, I got
No
a problem with my phones, and I heard what you said about people messing with the phones, trolls or whatever. And I hope you don't confuse me with them. Sometimes I use
Nah,
the
not
other
at all,
phone. Pardon me?
Brian, I would never confuse you.
Not
with
at
that.
all, pal. Not
No,
at
no,
all.
no, no, no. I wouldn't blame. Hear me out for a minute. Sometimes my phones came on different numbers and stuff. I was having problems with them. I wouldn't blame you. I would think the same thing too. But I was just want to let you know this. I'm going to use this phone from now on. So, just in
No
case.
problem.
Richie
I still don't know what a
$10.
troll
Thank you.
means, but pardon me.
So Richie Paintings, thank you for the $10.
Thank
Oh,
you,
sorry.
Richie.
I
Okay,
still don't
John-
know what a troll. Pardon me.
I'm sorry, John O'Master said, Lee, if you fly to Florida, I'll pay for dinner. Hey, this is getting interesting now. Is there anybody else down there? I will come down for 30 days, but I need 30 people to pay for. I need 30 different dinners paid for. So we're up to 3 dinners. I need 27 more dinners. So if you're down in Florida, let me know. That guy sounds like a goofy bastard who's ever talking. I can hear your phone, Brian. Brian, can you hear me?
Yeah, this is where the problem comes on. I can. Sorry. Yeah, I can hear you with my other phone.
And Nita says,
I got to get another phone eventually. I'm sorry, fellas.
that's okay. All I said was that anyone's chat think they're going to verbally abuse me in anyone's chat. But Nita, no one's ever verbally abused you.
Hey, Nita, I don't know you. I've never said anything about you. I don't. So nobody's gonna do that to you here.
Hey, Brian,
And,
that
Yeah.
shows your phone's interfering with the show.
You know what? Let me hang up because I'll watch it like this. My phone.
Okay, let's see. Crumel, one of my original wrenches.
Hold it.
Angel, stay loyal. Lee just reads the comments that are controversial or favorable to him. Plus, he is a little bit slow. People, Crumel used to come on here, and he used to be a wrench. He was actually a friend. And then one day he wasn't a friend.
well, here's a perfect example of what I said to about 10 minutes ago. It's guys like this, that live in a third world country. Number one. Number two, I just got done saying, you want to keep the drama going, that's what you're doing. And so, I think that you coming into this and our chat and talking like that, I think you're an asshole. Nobody's saying anything derogatory about anybody, but you want to come in here and call somebody slow. The person that's slow is you, jerk out. So do yourself a favor, go back to Angel's chat and stay there. Don't come in here with bullshit.
Yeah, and I actually liked the guy at one time. One day he just
Fuck
woke
him.
up.
Fuck
One
him.
day he just woke. So listen,
Fuck
when
him.
I first started, he was my wrench.
Yeah.
For
Fuck
about
him.
3 months, he was actually doing a good job, and then he couldn't handle it no more because
Yeah.
people started attacking him.
Yeah. Another guy that lives in a third world country and he's going to comment over here. Go take a walk, you fucking piss pot.
Okay.
Who was that? If you don't mind, I missed that one. Could you guys?
Crumel is his name.
Oh, I think no, I'm not familiar, but I'll go along with what Danny says. He's probably not
Yeah,
worth wasting.
He's a shit stirrer. That's what he is, a shit stirrer.
Ah, yeah.
You don't like it?
Come-
Too fucking bad.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Who needs the trouble he comes with, right? I hope my sound ain't too bad.
Oh, it's good. It's fine. Brian, you're worrying for no reason. Danny can never talk about anybody's sound being messed up or mic or video.
No, you know what it is. I'm still kind of new to this and stuff, and I don't want to fuck up I don't want to mess up your show, guys. And I'm totally, I'm respectful to you guys. I don't know how these fucking, damn it, I don't know how these guys talk all this crap about you guys. You guys are good guys. You're retard.
Loaf of semen on his face says, Danny Trio, how's Jimmy Calandra and Billy Jr. doing? Is he being
Why don't you ask
sarcastic?
Jimmy Calandra?
Yeah.
And why don't you
Right.
ask Billy Catullo?
Right?
Is he trying to insinuate that you're friends with these guys or something?
Well,
Yes.
because listen. This guy is a complete fucking nitwit. So he could say
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck he wants.
That's what I'm
because
talking
he's
about.
nothing but a listen. He's nothing but a jerk job. So why don't you
Yeah.
come on here, loaf of semolina, and show your face, you cocksucker.
No,
Do
his
that.
new face is loaf of semen on my face. That's his
Yeah,
new
you
name.
jerk off. How is Billy? How is Jimmy Calandra? Why don't you ask Jimmy Calandra? I have nothing to do with Jimmy Calandra. You sucking, you fucking jerk job. You.
You know what he's insinuating, but that
Oh, of course, of course.
an idiot,
And,
you know.
and he's 1/10 the man that he's 1/10 the man that Danny is. He probably
Well,
lives
there
in-
is-
Well, you know,
yeah.
it's people like this that like to keep the shit going. You know what I'm
But they
saying?
won't show their
So-
face. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
they're tough, you know. And then he'll go running back to his trolls and go, "Did you see what I did over there? I'm a
Yeah,
bad
That's what
Yeah.
they do. That's
Exactly.
They're
Exactly.
quintessential. Yeah.
I mean,
This cocksucker couldn't shine my ass. This motherfucker.
and that would be a privilege to him.
Yeah, that would be a privilege. You know,
For him.
I bet you Tony Pizza would like to shine your ass.
Yeah. There you go, Martin. Touche, pal.
Oh man, it's unbelievable.
Okay,
Some people. Yeah.
Lee knocked Brian off. He needs to change his better yin, his smoke alarm. No, Joey. Brian's fine. Okay, we're having fun. Usually we only on for an hour and a half. We decided to stay on a little bit longer today to give you guys a show. Someone's in the back room that wants to come in, and their name is "Can I see your penis?"
Yeah. This is what I mean. These are elementary school children that fucking, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know.
Yeah. Retard.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you guys weren't here, I may have let him on. I may have let him on. I might even give him my phone number. So I can
Hey,
show
wait a
him.
minute. What kind?
I want to show him my
Yeah.
penis. Hey,
I
you might
thought
as well
this-
see my penis because I can't see it anymore. So you might as well see it. What the hell?
What kind of show is this again? I thought this was a family show.
Family show. Look, we got naked coming in here. Looks like we found you a girl.
Oh shit! What the hell?
Yeah, and these are blocked. What it is people are trying to spam this account. It's not working though. Can't be wrong. Kills them before they even get halfway.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're spam bots. They do it on purpose.
Oh, I see. And I got a lot to learn.
Low tide until you show me proof. I never said an untruth about FBS. Post it. Well, I would say, Angela, the best thing to do is to go on his show and discuss it with him. Hey, Lee, what's up with Convict Inc. reading your emails? He did a good impression of you. Sean. You're trying to start shit. You know something?
Yeah.
Listen, he came on this show one time, and what did he say? He said that he sat with Chomos. I don't have to say anything else ever again.
Really?
Ever. There's nothing worse you could say than that.
Really?
So God bless
Okay.
him. I hope his show takes off. And he says that he's not about entertainment, but look what he was doing last night. He had my name in the topic sentence, FBS's name. He's all about drama, people. And we'll
Can I
deal
say-
with him. We'll deal with
Yeah.
him when we have some facts in. Then we'll deal with him.
Hey, Lee, can I say something for a minute?
Yeah.
I get the funny, if you don't mind, I get the funny feeling when this guy, Convict Inc., said that remark. I don't know why, but I don't think he said that in the joint. And Danny, I could be wrong, but I don't think he'd say something so stupid. I think he was looking for a little attention when he said that on the show, Lee and Danny.
Listen,
I don't
was-
give it doesn't make any. I'm sorry,
listen,
again.
if he's sitting with Chomos, he's getting plenty,
Yeah.
he's getting
Just
plenty
sit-
of attention.
Yeah, no. Believe me, just to say that, you got to be something stupid about you. First off, I wouldn't say
Yeah.
that, but I think he was thinking he was going to get some kind of reaction to you guys. If he did that,
No.
it's-
He actually said it because he meant it, and he even doubled down on it last night.
Yeah, he did. You're right. All right, excuse me. You're right about that. You're right.
You could
You're
tell
right.
He doubled down on it. Okay.
That is, I didn't like it when I
wanna
first
just
heard
do
it.
One quick question, Danny. You spent 18 years in prison, right?
Yes.
How many times did you sit down with Chomos?
Never.
Well, when I first went into prison, they couldn't even hit the yard. They had to be in key block
I
because
heard.
they would get killed. Because when I went to downstate, all classification was done by inmates, so they knew if a child molester or rapist or whatever were coming
Right.
in. So anyway,
Right. Well, you had to pass the cadre, right, Danny? In downstate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
If
he's
you're
more,
wondering why, I'm not going to say. Yeah, I asked.
and he's more than welcome to say whatever he wants because it's called algorithm. Put my name in the algorithm. Put FBS's name in the algorithm. And I'm
Right.
sure Jimmy Calandra doesn't give two shits what anybody says about him. So let him do it. It's called entertainment, people. He makes fun of
True.
me for saying this is entertainment. When we come on here, we hit a button that says entertainment. That's what it's about. I don't really want to talk about the guy. When we talk about him, I'm going to make you a promise, people. When we talk about him next time, we're not going to talk about him no more. Next time we talk about him, we're going to have some really good information. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, he said the same thing on the News Channel. Exactly.
Did I miss that show where you said something about pizza? There was some pictures you were going to talk. Oh, did I miss that show? I got kind of tied up the last couple of days. You showed some pictures of pizza with some leather on or whatever, with some homos. You know,
yeah. That
gay
was,
people.
No, I got
that
some
was Tony
pictures of
Pizza. Yeah,
when he was down in
Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale. He used to do ads in the magazines.
Really?
He'd be dressed up as a woman.
Holy, really?
Yeah, and
Holy
he would
shit.
spend. Yeah, he dressed up as a woman, and right next to it there was a guy picture, and he goes, "I could be whatever one you want me to be."
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Really? And you know what? The way he carries himself, I shouldn't be surprised because, you know, I heard somebody said he hustled his mother out of $10,000 for
Much
for a
more
car?
than that. Yeah.
No, I mean, well, I just heard that. I can't believe that, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't
He
he?
got he got a ticket. They caught him
Yeah.
at they caught him at a glory hole at a truck stop, and he got.
cited the glory.
They said that he was carrying too much cum in his mouth. There's like a. Hey, listen, he's going to hit us every night, so we might as well hit him.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. I get it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I should. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
John O'Masters, you're right. Miss Can't Be Wrong is the absolute best. Nothing toward people, but when it comes to monitoring her, she's great. Joey Electric's good, but he gets a little bit too mad sometimes, but he's very good at what he does too. Do you know Asheville, Franklin area of North Carolina? I'm very familiar with Asheville. How about you, Danny?
yeah. I've been up there.
Beautiful area.
My son, he's got COVID.
Oh,
Oh,
how's
I'm
he
sorry
doing?
to hear that, man. Wow.
Yeah, he's all right.
You know, now they got to. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, is he walking around? What's he doing?
Yeah, he just poked his head outside to see where I was.
Well,
What's
be
with
care-
this monk? Okay, I'm sorry, Bleak.
Be
Please.
careful though, because you can get it another time, Danny.
Yeah,
Yeah, what am I gonna do? If I get it, I get it. What am I gonna do?
Right, right.
Maybe you should just go to a motel.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
You may bump into pizza.
Yeah, you could be pizza for a couple days.
Oh, that's true.
Danny. If you don't have the money, just start a show where you tell people
I'm
that you need money.
gonna start panhandling online. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you get real desperate, there's truck stops.
Oh.
That's where I'll be going.
Yeah,
There you go. Oh God.
trucks.
Oh, my.
Yeah, his nickname. Did you know his nickname used to be Truck Stop Sean? That was his nickname.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, because
Oh, they ate him up.
yeah,
They
Oh,
said
man.
they said his skin was smooth as a baby's ass.
yeah.
He didn't have a hair on his body.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Someone said Now he puts his tent up in the parking lot of a motel.
Yeah, just the other day. Yeah, I mean, last night I was watching. I thought he was out of that tent. Now he's back in the tent. And then he had a wagon. Did you see that wagon he had?
Yeah,
I said,
yeah, he looks like Red Riding Hood with the wagon.
Little Red Wagon. Yeah, with that. Oh my God.
Well, his nickname was Red Ride My Trunk. That's his nickname. When he was whenever he goes, like, they don't have, see, back in the day, they used to have those Hustler magazines where you go after guys or women. He put ads in both.
Oh yeah, in the back. I should look at the naked women and stuff. They had the articles in the back. I think something like that. You're right.
Yeah, and that's where we found the picture of him dressed up as a man and a woman. He said, "You can have me either way." Yeah, either way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, who would have thought, huh? Who would have thought?
Hey, whatever floats his boat. If he,
Loves the pogo stick. Loves.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a great pogo player.
Oh, he rides it like a champ.
Oh God.
Rides it bareback and everything.
I bet he's got stories you can tell everybody. Well.
Oh, more like a gory hole. Yeah. If he's on the other side, that's a great point, Mr. H. It's a gory hole.
Oh God, Jesus, Jesus Christ! That I don't know how a guy gets around the way he does. I seen one of them where he was making some ribs. He said, really great. Me and Banjo, we're gonna look at them ribs. They look beautiful. Come on, Banjo.
Hey, Brian, I got to close the show out, man.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Hey, thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to really clear that up anyway. Guys, God bless you. Take it easy, and I hope your son gets better, Danny. Take care, fellas.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks a lot, Brian. I appreciate it, buddy.
Okay, so guys, we have been on for 2 hours today. We were thinking about going an hour and a half, and we want to thank everybody for being here. We were well over 200 for the whole show, and you guys keep surprising us. And now we gave Tony material for tonight, so people expect the best out of him. Okay, everybody, take care. We're gonna Bill K. How you doing, my man? I didn't see you in here before, but how you doing? Lee, the YouTube sheriff. Why not? Once again, I got to ask the question: why the fuck would Joey Testa give two fucks about what Convict Inc. thought about him? Yeah, we will leave it at that. We're working on that, people. You'll learn all about what Joey Testa really thinks about him. We'll have receipts. Okay, but guys, you guys take care. Thank you so much for being here. And to the trolls that were here for a long period of time, thank you for the view and thank you for the watch time. Thank you very much, trolls. You're welcome here anytime, as long as you give us views and watch time. Take care, people. Have a nice one.